Hi folks, in the kitchen today, dealing with apples from my folks' apple tree. They have a beautiful grafted apple tree and it produces like 5 different kinds of apples, so it's just amazing. And these apples are delicious. So I'm like, okay, I have all these apples to deal with, so we're gonna do a few things. So today we're going to be doing some applesauce. So come check it out. So yesterday, on our way to go hunting and fishing, I took the peeler and the apples and got them peeled up. Today I just cut them. And we are left with the cores. And cut them all up and in the pot. They're in the pot right now on a very low heat. I started them off at around a 4 with about a quart of water at the bottom of the pot, and you just slowly cook down your apples. And at this point you can add in your sugar and your cinnamon. For this recipe, I'm going to be leaving the cinnamon out because I still have apple sauce from last year with cinnamon in it. And I have my jars over here boiling, getting ready to be sterilized. I have my rings in here and I'm opening up a box of new lids. So let's get canning. If you layer the lids this way in your pot, they will be easier to grab with your magnet. There we go. And for this, I am going to be adding in some brown sugar just to give it a bit more sweetness. And we're also going to use the whizzer. And these are broken down just by me stirring this up. You don't need any fancy tools. You can use a potato masher too. I'm going to be using the immersion blender. So if you don't vacuum seal your brown sugar, it will get hard. And this is one of those bags that was in a vacuum sealed bag, but it's been out of the bag for quite some time. But we're going to use this up. So that's my pot there, the size of my pot, and I'm using, it's roughly 1/3 of the bag of brown sugar. It'll cook down. So here we go, our brown sugar's in there. And people also add in lemon juice. So I'm going to add in some lemon juice as well. You don't need to put the lemon juice because the apples actually contain enough acidity for preservation. Our jars are boiling. Smelling delicious. Lemon juice. Okay, so the jars have been in here for about 15 minutes, so they're good to be pulled out. I also sterilized the lifter, the jar lifter. Sterilize that too, and we can get that going. And everything is all good to go here. I'm just going to bust out the immersion blender and get her a little bit smoother. Some people leave the chunks in, and I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to actually do a couple of the jars just like this, and then for the last half of the batch I'm going to throw in some hot peppers in there also, so it'll be like 2 batches of yummy awesomeness. Be careful when you're taking out your jars. Hot steam. Okay, There we go. There's one. I take them out upside down because if you're taking them out like this, then you have a chance of pouring water right down your sleeve of your shirt, and yes, you can easily burn yourself. If you are pulling them from upside down, just tilt gently and it will release the water from inside the jar. That's the way I do it anyways. Now I also need to sterilize my funnel and my ladle. So they're going in there too. And you could just take a poking tool just to make sure that they're submersed in there. That's my tool that Reese's Resources gave me. Thank you, Teresa. Just take the tools out like this and put them onto clean napkins. Right, going in with the immersion blender. Okay, I'm happy with that consistency. Now we can jar up. Okay, that's about it. On to the next one. There's still some chunks in there, but that's fine. And I'm going to put the rings on once I have all the jars ready to go, the lids and the rings. So I'm going to go and grab our jalapenos right now for the second batch. Well, what's left of this batch. Jalapenos. Okay, got my gloves on. Took these jalapenos out of the freezer. Get them cut up and put into the pot. I already have lots of jalapeno seeds stored away. I was doing dehydrating this year. So I can just throw them into the freezer. So I'm thinking, let's really spruce it up with some color and a little bit more heat. I have dehydrated chilies, so that'll make a nice pop of color. And we're gonna crush them up with the mortar and pestle. Not too many of them. Just take the stems off. This is gonna be good. Right. You can smell the heat. Woo, yeah. All right, I gotta turn up the heat a bit again and get our chilies in there. I think that's all I'm gonna put. That's gonna be insanely hot. Hot applesauce. Coming up. So I got my sterile debubbling stick. It's just a chopstick. You can see some bubbles back here. Just go in and round and take those out. Any bubbles. Hot in the kitchen. So now is my chance to taste test the hot applesauce. That's awesome. That'll be so good on like a pork roast or pork chop. Ham. Yeah, we're doing it. Okay, and if you think you got any sticky applesauce on top of your jars, you could just go in with a clean napkin and some vinegar, and it'll clean them right up. And once we are done this, then we can put our lids on, and into the canner we go. Okay, lid. Wing. Come on, work with me here. Okay, just finger tight. Let's get the rest of them done. So I can only fit 7 of the quarts into my canner. So I optimizing here, and so you can't put your jar directly onto the heat. So I have another metal bowl inside, and get it going, rolling boil, 20 minutes. So we'll be waiting for these ones to start boiling too. Got our boil on, timer set. So what I'm going to do with this batch of apple cores and the peelings is we are going to be doing some deer hunting, and so we are going to take these to our hunting area, and hopefully we'll be able to harvest deer before the season ends. And then the next batch of cores and peels, I'm going to be making some apple cider vinegar. And I do have seeds available, folks. If you're interested in some seeds and trying to start your own apple tree plants, let me know. I do have some already ready to go. Alrighty, folks, it's been 20 minutes. Time for the jars to come out. There we have it. Our applesauce. Sweet and one that's hot. Thank you for watching, everyone. Stay tuned for the next video. Have a great day. Do the things. Hashtag every little bit counts challenge. Thanks for watching, folks. Waiting for these things to pop down, but I'm not going to be waiting. We are going hunting instead. Off to go deer hunting. Wish us luck.